Winnipeg looking to forge a path through the East and get back to a Grey Cup at home. Montreal will look to advance to Hamilton next week, and we are underway. And this will be taken by Letcher just inside the 15, back to the 30, and that is where he is taken down by Cadwallader. And our first look at Davis Alexander, averaging over 300 yards passing in those 3 games. Starts here on his own 30. He'll start it on the ground with the big running back, Stevie Scott. Let's take a look at Montreal's starting offense here. Almost 1,130 yards receiving. 2nd and 5. Quick hitter, far side, first down. They move it quickly. Get Philpott involved early on. Not a bad idea. Alexander looks to his right, pump fake now. Down the field, Rambo got it just inside the 30. A big bang for the Alouettes early as Alexander drops it in a bucket for Charleston Rambo. Bombers will look to halt this drive. Matt in and out of his hands. Incomplete. Let's take a look at the Winnipeg defense. 2nd and 10 for Alexander. And that one incomplete in the direction of Austin Mack. And 3rd and 10 will bring up a field goal attempt here. On the board first here at home in the East semifinal. That is up. And it is good. Alouettes
close to even this year. They'll need to avoid the turnovers today.
At 17-16 this year. They will get it out to Wheat Falls to start the game. Let's take a look at this. 2nd inning here for Zach. Montreal sends 5. Kolaris hangs in there, gets it away. Bobbled. Wilson hangs on to it, but he'll be marked a couple of yards short. We got Letcher back there. And they will kick it in the direction of Letcher. Made the first man miss. 2nd and 3rd, though, will wrap him up throughout the season. Quick hit, far side, back in the hands of Philpott, and here's a look at that. And he's got the first down and a little bit more. Takes it out towards the 40. Here is Davis Alexander talking about his perfect start to his CFL career. He wants one in the playoffs. Tough road ahead of him here with the Bombers in town. They'll hand it off to Scott. And that is wrapped up. Vauders, among others, and on the tackle for the Bombers. For Alexander. Back to Philpott. And he's close to a first down. His spot looks like it will be enough.
To Charleston Rambo.
Midway through the opening quarter, Alexander. Pressure coming from behind. Gets it away. Throws it away in the direction of Speaker, but he felt that heat. Winnipeg defense, 102 tackles. He had the pressure that time. Alexander looking to throw again. Has a ton of time in the pocket here. Now he's going to look down the field. Incomplete, but a flag on the play. The crowd erupts here in Montreal.
Like he hooked the arm there a little bit.
Matt, couple of blockers, takes it down inside the 15. Close to the 10, they'll mark it out. Inside the red zone this season. 3 options out to the left. They'll hand it off up the middle. Scott taking it down. Breaks a tackle. Does he get to the end zone? Patterson into the game, trying to find a path to the end zone here. Pushing it ahead. First crack at it denied by the Bombers defense. From the Winnipeg 1. They'll give it to Philpott. Philpott touchdown end zone. Tyson Philpott strikes again. Moltos Diaz for an early 10-point lead, and they've got it here at home. Do the Alouettes.
Taking it around the edge for the first touchdown of the game.
Pavel takes it just inside the 15. And he is upended. Beauchemin. There's a bubbled snap, but flags fly as that ball took off over the head of working from their own 24. 3 options out to the left for Kolaris. A little bit of a draw to Brady Oliveira. Gets the 5 yards back. and maybe a little bit more. Let's take a look at the Montreal starting defense.
Field half for Deontay Evans here today.
2nd and 9 for Colares. Pressure coming. Gets it away. Almost intercepted. Lorenzo Burns had a line on that one. He bats it away. 3rd and 9 for Winnipeg. Jamison Sheen, low driving kick. Letcher's going to watch it bounce. And it's out of bounds just inside the 30. And there's the villain. Just yet. Hand it off to Scott. It's about 5 on that.
Ball's thrown in their direction, but Willie batting them down at the line.
That one just got around his arms, into the hands, the waiting arms of Rambo. Breaks one tackle, still going. Stiff arm for good measure. Takes it down to the Winnipeg 45, 30 yards. Was just 77. Alexander with time again. Down the field, end zone shot. Philpott's got another one. Alexander the Great strikes. He finds Philpott, touchdown Alouettes.
For his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And a stunning 17-point lead in the 1st quarter.
You got to believe that their game plan includes a ton of Brady Oliveira. We'll talk more about that in a moment.
And it's Vavel. He can change the game, not this time.
Includes a ton of Brady Oliveira. We'll talk more about that in a moment.
And it's Vavel. He can change the game, not this time. They'll wrap him up.
That has been ravaged a little bit in terms of their interior defensive line. No Johnson, no Oakman.
Goes into the hands of Brady.
Yeah, and it would seem obvious you would want to get the ball into Brady Oliveira's hands.
It's 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns on the sideline watching. Colares down the field, drops it in just inside the 40. And that is Carrick Wheatfall who's got it.
The Bombers in Alouette territory.
Back to Brady this time. Uguag all over him. Wraps him up. Takes him down.
The Bombers in Alouette territory.
Back to Brady this time. Uguag all over him. Wraps him up. Takes him down. 2nd and 10 for Colares. 3 options up to that wide side left. Looks to his right. Pump fake. Now he's going to send one towards the end zone himself. And out of bounds. Trying to make a play on it. 85.7% on the year. This is from 44, pretty much straight away. And that is up, and it is just good. Sneaks it inside. We'll hand it off to Scott. Spins off the first tackle. Finds some more contact, and he's got a first down, still going. He's already up to 42 this afternoon. They'll give it back to him again. Found his way back to the 25-year-old out of Indiana. Here's Alexander. Another completion, this time back into the hands of Rambo. Vavel waiting back at his tip. Demo dropped this in at the 12. High hop. Vavel reached up and got it. Secured it. Beverett down there with Hamlin. That kind of aggressiveness, and you're seeing it already, has kept Brady, at least to this point, tapped down, guys.
A little bit of the Kickstarter. Had 73 yards through the air on 9 catches as well in that game.
Yeah, in that game he had 210 total yards on offense. Colares is in trouble. Ball pops out. Bombers are on it though. Adeyemi Berglund got to Zach in a hurry that time. A loss of 10 yards. Letcher takes this smack dab in midfield. Sidesteps the first tackler. Trying to find the near sideline. Running out of room. Taken down. The above a loss of a couple. 17-3 lead at home. Find Rambo again. And he's wrapped up by Parker and Tony Jones.
For a few big chunk plays in this ballgame.
This time gets it away quickly. That's Sneed for the first time today. And another first down for the Montreal Alouettes. They'll hand it off to Scott. And that is eaten up immediately. Ended up being the tackle for a loss, so it's 2nd and 11. Alexander, a deep drop. Now goes over the middle, down the field, drops it into the 10, to the 5. They'll take him down. Another big one this time. 200 yards already in this half. Now he's going to keep it and walk it in. Touchdown, Alouettes! Montreal and Alexander blow this thing wide open. Opening half from Davis Alexander, leading to the hamstring injury.
Yeah, re-injury.
Yeah, re-injuring it. So that's his 2nd one. This one he's healthy. Boy, they could use a spark from Battle. Battle's going to find a little bit of space here. Takes it out almost to the 50. Collares has got to find some offense here. Drops it in near sideline. Cochran's got it. He's got a 1st down. Just the 2nd of the game. Came over to say hello. Collares gets it away. And that is to the fullback, Chris Ike. Collares takes off up the middle, looking to do it himself. Ball pops out! And now that scramble for it just outside the 40. The Alouettes say that they're on it, and they are! Montreal takes it away on the fumble. Have yourself a game. Alexander takes over again. And he's got a completion. Rambo wide open for Rambo. His quarterback's got 224. Wanted some more to Sneed, but he missed him that time. Sneed working against Parker on the other side of the field. 18 minutes to 9 in favor of Montreal. Back to Philpott. Philpott broke a tackle and got a 1st down. And that takes us inside 3 minutes. If you are a Bombers fan watching your team get dismantled a little bit here so far. Another completion, this time to Philpott. Patterson back into the game for the Alouettes. Leaps over the pile, finds the 30, and that is a 1st down. He's completed 10 of his last 11. This time he'll hand it off to Scott. Stiff arm to find a little bit of space. Takes it down to the 25.
And it rubs off on the rest of the team.
Alexander feeling the heat, throws it away, and that is out of bounds. Zima to hold, gets it down, and that kick is up, and it is wide and through the end zone. Hall of Fame career.
But cut from the same cloth. Absolutely, these two.
Collares over the middle, drops it in there to Jarrett Stearns, and man, they could put something on the board here, something to build on.
Nearly going.
Pressure in his face, gets it away, back to Stearns, and Stearns will step out of bounds. They'll mark him out at the...
He should be unfazed here.
Collares, with time looking around, just dumps it off. Gets it into the hands of Gavin Cobb for the 1st time today. Collares gets it away again, down to the 25, right back into the reliable hands of Jarrett Stearns. 35 seconds on the clock. They'll bring a little bit of pressure. Collares feeling it. He's in trouble, and he will be taken down. It's Beverett who gets there. Has 7 sacks. Collares finds Wheatfall, steps out of bounds with 19 seconds. Got it away. Oh, maybe he didn't. (25-6) at the half.
Yeah, the Montreal Alouettes had their foot on the gas right from the opening snap of this ball game. As Willie alluded to, need to find some answers here. I mean, he's speaking for the defense, doesn't matter what.
This comes to Vavel, and he'll take it just short of the 50. No more room for error for Winnipeg in this one. Collares down the field, field, and he drops it in just inside the 35. He finds Gavin Cobb for his most important play as a Bomber. And Collaros' favorite weapon, watching from the sideline. Now Zach, pressure in his face, sends one down the field. Incomplete, but a flag right at the end. Was looking for Stearns to the Bombers' hopes. Goes straight up the middle with it. Terry Wilson looking for the end zone underneath a pile right now. They try to find him in that mix. For Terry Wilson again. Wilson, can he find the end zone this time? No. Stopped short yet again. We're witnessing it right here. Is the third time the charm for number 3. Wilson pushing towards the end zone, and he's there this time. Had to have it, and he got it for the Bombers. Touchdown, Winnipeg. And it was the second effort. That initial push was stopped again. Second effort gets the job done. And after all of that, now they'll need their defense to somehow slow down Davis Alexander. Letcher takes it just inside the 15, and a slip bounces back up, and then he'll be taken down by Ball. Shy of 250 passing yards for Alexander in the first half. Scott had 47 on 8 carries in the first half. Now some flags right at the end of this play. Yes, I thought Davis was so fired up he would have said something. Here's Alexander, pressure in his face, gets around it, and throws the ball far side, taken away. What an ideal start for Winnipeg in this second half. Collaros now one-on-one, far side of the field, drops it in there. He found the men down to the 5 and out of the end zone. And bang, bang, we've got a game. Castillo. And yes, nails it. 5-point game in Montreal.
95 points off turnovers in the regular season. Good for 4th in the league.
Letcher takes it just inside the 20, and he's drilled at the 35.
Of this playoff match.
Can Alexander settle back in? He'll go down the field, middle of the field. He's got Philpott, ball pops out, and it's picked up by Rambo. What is happening here in Montreal? Holmes got it. He's going to take it back down inside the 30. And Winnipeg has done it again. This is remarkable. And Collaros has it again. He's got pressure in his face. Dumps it off to Brady Oliveira. Brady's going to take it down to the 20. Now to the 10, and he stopped just short of the 5. Oliveira stands to his quarterback's left. Zach looks to his left. Pressure up the middle. Throws it towards the back of the end zone. Oh, and of course, it had to, didn't it? Doink! Collaros, pressure coming backside. Looks towards the end zone. Broken up on a flag. Tries to find Wheatfall. Burns was there. Wilson looking for a lead for Winnipeg. Right up the middle, pushing it in, and he's there. Touchdown Bombers. And in just 6 minutes, they've eliminated a 19-point deficit and have the lead on the road in the East semifinal. Castillo for a 2-point cushion. He's got it, but a long way to go to win this one. And settle in. This one is just getting really good. Letcher takes it at the 5. Back up to the 20. A little bit of room on the sideline. And sneaks his way up to the 35. Davis Alexander has the ball, trailing for the first time today. Under pressure again. Dumps it off. Willie in his face. Tony Jones talking trash. Bombers sent 4, now just 3. Jones comes late, near side for Philpott, and a first down, a much-needed first down to calm down the Alouettes. First and 10 from their own 47. Alexander down the field, another deep shot, lays it out there, hauled in by Mack. Austin Mack went and got it. Montreal looking for a response. They'll give it to Scott. Nice cut down to the 5, and he's got it. Alouettes answer back. Touchdown, Montreal. During the regular season, he's got himself a playoff TD as well. Maltos Diaz knocks it through. Maltos Diaz kicks it away. Vavel at the 25. Finds some space and returns it. Just 4 carries so far. There's his 5th. Trying to find some space. Spins his way around Najee Murray. Up to the 50. Claris looking for 4 more. Montreal will send 6. Zach in trouble. Trying to escape. Taken down back at the line of scrimmage. Najee Murray was there to make the play. Jamison Sheen to kick it away. He'll hang this one up there end over end. Letcher waits, takes it at the 12. And he is stopped shy of the 20.
But when the ball snapped, I want it. We've got a prize fight, guys.
Oh, they're both going to want it down the stretch for sure. Oh. And I have to tell you, Austin Mack got a hand on that, or that could have been some trouble. Alexander, 3 to his left, 2 to his right, takes off, escapes up the middle, and he's got a first down with a slide. And a big one for the Alouettes. 1st and 10 for Montreal. On their own 30. They'll hand it off to Scott. He takes it up for a short pickup. Not a bad guy to pattern your game after. Now Alexander, this time on the run to his left, lays one out there, and it's hauled in. Oh, he found Speaker in a soft spot in that defense. Now they'll work from the 46. This time he gives it to his running back, and he's wrapped up by Thomas. Let's take another look at what Dwayne was mentioning there. Scott stands directly behind his quarterback. Davis put some zip on that one. Rambo couldn't get there, and it drops in front of Allen. Stands on his own 35. They'll kick it away to Vavel. Vavel hasn't necessarily factored into this one just yet. And he won't here as they wrap him up and force him out of bounds. Brady moves over the slot to the left of Claris. Claris thought about going down the field. Instead, he dumps it off. Back in the belly of Brady, pushes it ahead. His best run of the game. Takes it out beyond the Winnipeg 50 after 3 quarters in the regular season. From their own 53, Claris just lays one out there. And coming back to it was Stearns. He's got it. He's down, but he's got a first down. After 3 quarters in the regular season. From their own 53, Claris just lays one out there. And coming back to it was Stearns. He's got it. He's down, but he's got a first down. First Stearns. Claris now tosses it ahead. And that was Wilson. Gets Claris hit as he throws down the field. Almost taken away. A couple of bobbles. First it was Sutton, then it was Beverett. From 44 yards. Automatic. Right down the middle.
To his career.
Start this drive with a handoff to Scott. Doesn't really go anywhere. 2nd and 8 here. Deep drop from Davis Alexander on the run to his right. Gets it away, trying to find Philpott. He was flying, and he could not get a hand on that one. Zima just got that away. Angles it, bounces, and now taken on the 1 hop. Nowhere to go there for Claris. Hands it off. Ball pops out. Oh, Brady Oliveira fumbled it. Did Montreal's defense find a way to recover? They did.
Had played at an all-star level. Tough to get on the field.
Montreal takes over on the Winnipeg 27. Alexander, a ton of time bouncing around. Gets it to his running back. Can Winnipeg's defense hold after the fumble by Brady Oliveira? Alexander pressured, in trouble, and taken down. Late flag. Willie Jefferson celebrating.
Did he contact the face mask?
Montreal looking for a little bit of a cushion. They'll give it to Scott, takes it down to the 10 and a little bit further before the Bombers eventually wrap him up. 3 options, wide side right for Alexander. They'll hand it off. Scott pushing it ahead, down inside the 5, still going, won't stop. Santos Diaz makes it a 9-point game with just under 9 to play. 19-point deficit. And take the lead. Now they'll have to eliminate a 9-point deficit. Vavel found a little bit of space to start a doubleheader here on TSN. Collaros wants it all down the field. Got it all, baby! How about that from Zach? Drops it into Wheatfall, and the Bombers back in business.
Able to shield him from the ball there.
I'll hand it off to Oliveira. 2nd and 10 from the 12. Collaros under pressure, tosses it ahead. It was offensive lineman. Flags fly everywhere as he tucked it into Gabe Wallace. Castillo not going to make a mistake from there. With a 6-point lead. Alexander flushed out of the pocket, tosses it ahead to Scott. Scott finds a first down just outside the 50. A little creativity there from Davis Alexander for 12 yards. Alexander quickly to Philpott. Tackle made there by Jamal Parker. To his quarterback's right. Davis Alexander goes to Speaker, one-handed it from Zima. 4.5 to play. Takes it just inside the 10. Trying to find some space. Finds the 30 on the field position. Collaros out to his right on the run. Has to get it away as he's taken down. Incomplete and out of bounds. Just the 5th incompletion of the game for Collaros. Alouettes send 4. Zach gets it away. And a great tackle. Wheatfall had the ball. Feet taken out from underneath of him by Beveretz. Jamison Sheen, a deep one. Letcher takes it at the 10. Tried to spin away, but could not emerge from the pack of Bombers. Drama-filled affair here between these two clubs. Alexander running around, gets it away. Scott one-hands it for a first down, takes it out. Alouettes on their own 36. Alexander quickly to Philpott. We've seen that a few times today. Gets up to about the 40.
And from
Alexander takes off, up the middle, makes the move, he's got a first down or more. Midfield and a slide, and the crowd erupts in Montreal. Trying to seal away a victory against the Bombers. They'll hand it off to Scott. A stiff arm, get out of his way. Down to the 30, takes it inside the 20, still going, and what a day for Stevie Scott.
and the awareness to stay in bounds.
They'll give it back to him again. This time he's stuffed. 4 trips to the red zone, 4 TDs. Back to Scott, breaks the tackle, and he stopped just inside the 5. To seal this thing away, hammers it home. Montreal 42, Winnipeg 33. So we hammered away. We've done a great job containing this guy so far today. Vavel back to the 45 with 26 seconds on the clock. A splendid run with the Bombers as Collaros out. Drops this off, misses Brady out in the flat. Crowd to their feet at Percival Molson in Montreal. Collaros on the run, down the field, that'll do it, the final dagger into the hands of Darnell. Sankey takes it away, and Montreal has booked a ticket to Tiger Town next week. Last year's season came crumbling down here at home. Not the case this afternoon. A perfect 12-0 to start the career for that man, Davis Alexander. And the Alouettes end the Bombers' run of trips to the Grey Cup. 42-33, your final.